Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where I just caught Matt off guard, and we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
Joke's on you. I'm never caught off guard, and I'm Jimmy Gord. I want to dance.
Ooh.
I want to move. I want to feel the rush of the wind under my shoes.
I would like to apologize. I meant to mute myself and then burp, and apparently it did not mute.
Did not. That's why I started singing I want to dance.
I am so sorry.
Look how squeaky clean my face is. Isn't it great?
Well, yeah, it's been a week since you've done that.
It's been a week. It's been a whole week. So long since I have, in fact, done the face mask.
We definitely are not
episode.
block shooting episodes.
We definitely are not recording 10 minutes after the last episode ended. You know how hard it was to get that face mask off after it had sat that long? I was like sitting there scrubbing. I'm like, come off.
Matt had time to, in the time it took Matt to clean off his face, I was able to eat 4 slices of pizza and 4 breadsticks. So you can either take that as it took him no time at all or way too long.
I also had to make a bed. So that plays a little part.
Yeah.
My parents are going camping. I'm also going camping, but they were yelling at me to help out around the house before. I'm like, I have a job that pays little to nothing, but it's okay because I'm doing what I love and I'm happy.
And don't you want me to be happy, Kevin?
Don't you want me to have a good self-esteem and a good mental health? Kevin, Kelly. Dad doesn't listen to this, so
yeah, Kevin has Kevin. That's why I felt comfortable calling him out. If I called out Kelly, she'd yell at me.
She'd probably revoke the only money we're getting.
She's not the only money we're getting, okay?
You're right. I value all of our Patreon supporters.
We have so many great Patreon supporters.
I love all of you. I know 2 of you. I love you all so much. You're my favorite people.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna call out Kelly, but how was your week, Matt?
My week was really good. It seemed like it flashed by in a matter of 10 minutes, but it was still pretty good.
We didn't talk about so because Matt keeps bringing it up, and we'll just go along with the bit. Like we've told you before, we usually record on Sundays. Matt did not want to record last week because he hates fun. And so we're recording on Friday, which is June 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Last week's episode, which came out on June 4th, we recorded maybe 10-15 minutes before we're recording this one. There, Matt, are you happy?
You know what, listeners? I don't want to hear any of your crap about us block recording episodes. I don't want to hear any of it. This is the
first time we've ever block recorded, okay?
This is the first time, and we are being efficient because we have busy, fun summer schedules. So
June is a hectic month, okay?
It's pretty crazy, actually. I literally have the next 4 weekends scheduled off of work. Like the next 4 weekends that I would work, which is every other weekend, which is the next 8 weekends scheduled to not work. I'm so excited, but at the same time, I used all of my vacation time. It's great. So anyway, my week was pretty hectic. We had to call the bomb squad, or was that last week? Did I tell you that we had to do that?
Nope.
I think I'm allowed to tell you do that. Or I think I'm allowed to tell you that we did that. Yeah, we had to call the bomb squad. It was great.
I hope you are. We're not going to have an episode to post.
No, listen. So whether I'm not going to give any information, just use your imagination as to why we might have had to call the bomb squad. But everybody there knew that we called the bomb squad, so they're civilians. So I don't see why I couldn't tell you that we had to call the bomb squad. So yeah, we had to call the bomb squad. It was fun.
Wild.
Yeah, nothing happened, but it was still a fun time. And then the same thing happened several days in a row after we called the bomb squad, and we didn't called the Bomb Squad for some reason. So that, you know, I don't make the rules. I just have to blindly follow them.
That's just how it be sometimes, you know.
That's how it do what it be sometimes, you know.
And it be what it do.
Exactly. How was your week?
It was fun. How do I put this without drawing too much attention to it? My one job is only part of the year. So like I have summers off.
Like a seasonal type thing.
Yeah, it's seasonal. It's 3 out of 4 of the seasons. And so summer's off. So this week was really the first week I had off technically. I only worked 1 day this week, and that was just going in and like finishing up things for the summer.
Yeah.
And so like it was going from waking up at 6:30 every morning for a job to I'm sleeping in until 8 or 9 and then playing video games all day.
Which I'm so jealous of you of Tears of the Kingdom, by the way.
It's such a great game.
I'm sure it is.
I'm garbage at it.
That's fair.
So let me explain to you this game. Tears of the Kingdom takes place literally right after Breath of the Wild.
I don't know this. I don't know anything about it.
You're not going to get the game for another 4 months.
Yeah, but I don't want spoilers.
It's not super spoilers, okay? It's
all right. Well,
it's the same world as Breath of the Wild. That's my point, right?
There were theories that it actually took place before, 1,000 years before, 1,000 years after, kind of situation like that. I just didn't know what it actually did, but now I do, and now it's fine.
It starts literally right after Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
And so like your full strength Link, like that's where you're at.
Oh yeah.
And then an event happens and things happen so that you lose your strength and you basically start at the end.
Of course.
Tell me why I'm reduced in strength and power, but literally none of the monsters are.
They wanted to make it like Dark Souls.
There's such a popular sound on TikTok right now that's like this is supposed to be a role-playing game. What role am I playing? The victim? And that's how I feel playing this game. Like I'll go in against like a group of the 3 the goblin dudes and moblins. And like in the first game, you're easily beating them with just a stick. Like it's not a problem. In this one, they're the most savage creatures in the planet, and they're the easiest one to beat.
There's the little villains. I'm sorry, moblins are the big ones, but goblins are the small ones. That was my bad.
It's insane. Like they're knocking me down to 0 hearts in 1 hit, and I don't get it.
Have you done a lot of like pen, pineapple, apple pen kind of thing?
Fusing?
Have you done much fusing?
Yes. It took me a while to realize that I did actually need to fuse because I didn't want to, because I thought it was a stupid mechanic. But turns out there's no good weapons in here unless you find them in
you have to fuse them
in the depth, and so you have to fuse weapons.
Turn a sword and a rock into a mallet. That's what I'm talking about.
It's such an infuriating game.
Really? Does it have a lot of so one of the biggest complaints with the first one, while it being a perfect game, one of the complaints was like the gyroscope. You had to use it to get a ball through a maze and all that jazz. Is there a lot of that, or is it just adding a new mechanic, taking that away, and it being just as frustrating?
I haven't really had to do a lot of gyroscoping like with the trials and everything like that. Okay. It's taking a lot of like the old mechanics and like making them better, I think.
Okay.
Because like in the first game you had the magnet, and that was how you moved objects and things like that. But now you just have the grab power with your hand, and you can move pretty much any object. It doesn't have to just be metal.
That's sweet.
And so like it makes it a whole lot easier to actually get things done.
Listen, we can move on. I'm so excited about this game. I interrupted you telling me about your week. entirely with this game.
Honestly, it's been a big portion of my week. So.
Just waking up really early, playing Zelda all day.
Hold on. I have my Switch right here. Give me 1 second.
You're going to see how many hours you've already put into it?
Yeah.
I've put so many hours into Mass Effect Andromeda lately. I've been crushing that game.
How do I find that information?
I have absolutely no idea. I've never had to look at it. Maybe go to the game, press the start button, a little plus button, and it could tell you the game information. Maybe it'll tell you about the game. Like how many hours. There's no Nintendo doesn't really do like trophies and stuff, so there's none of that, which is normally where I think it would tell you.
I'm booting up the game to see if it'll say it like in the start menu.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. If you go to your profile screen, located at the top left of the Switch home screen, then you scroll through your profile tab to see your hours played. I don't know if it'll tell you specific games or if it'll just tell you total.
It does.
Okay.
So for context, I've spent the newest game before that I bought and played constantly was Pokemon Scarlet, and this was over a few months. Like this is since November till now, I've played 95 hours of Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh wow, okay.
I have 35 hours in Tears of the Kingdom.
When did you get it?
like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
So in 3 or 4 weeks, you've done a third of what you've done in like half a year.
For Breath of the Wild, I played over 120 hours.
Holy moly. Yeah, it's a long game.
The funny thing is, at least it's funny to me, is I haven't even really started the story of it yet.
You've just been going around doing like side quests and stuff and exploring?
Like fully side quests, but like trying to get my stamina and health up by doing the temple challenges, doing I'm doing like stuff like that, and like unlocking all the areas for like quick travel and all of that. And so like I went over to the Zora village and like I'm trying to start my first quest from over there. And this is what I got distracted with earlier and why we were late recording today is I was trying to find Toto Village or Tapo Lake or something like that, and I couldn't find it. So I had one area of the map that I hadn't unlocked yet. So I was like, all right, well, let me unlock this area and see if I can find the lake. The lake wasn't in that area too. This lake doesn't exist.
I promise you it does.
And I'm trying to do everything I can not to look at like play guides online.
Spoilers, yeah.
Because I just want to play the game. But like there's been a few times where like I'm so frustrated right now if I'm going to either throw my controller or look it up. Like
I have been there plenty of times, and most of the time I just look it up because using your resources. That's what I think. That's what I think.
That's one way to call it.
If you want to watch Connor play Tears of the Kingdom for several hours, go to our Patreon and subscribe, and you'll see the whole thing.
If I had any clue of how to screen record me playing a video game, I would definitely post it. But I have absolutely zero clue. I am not smart enough. I'm not clever enough to do it. It's just way out of my depth of understanding.
Clever enough, huh?
Speaking of clever, it's time for this week's Clever Boy quiz. Now, if you remember from last week's quiz, Matt lost. And that was his 10th loss. But as Matt forced me to reveal earlier, we are filming these back to back. And so I did not have enough time to prep his punishment for this week's episode. And so that'll have to wait until the next episode. Yeah. But that doesn't mean we still can't start your new tally this week for losses and possibly finish off your first win
Although I might try and save my win for when I have a lot of losses.
Well,
Just like hold off on that win, just intentionally lose.
we'll see. If you want to intentionally lose this week, you can. But you are at 9 wins, and as I said, that means you get a reward as well as having all of your losses diminished. So let's start with this week's quiz, and this is going to be a game, not a quiz that I made up.
I've been here the whole time.
No, this is a game by the ValleyFolk on YouTube that they created, and they created into a card game you can play at home.
That sounds fun.
This is called the MovieMovie Game.
The movie. Is this the movie game? The movie. Yes!
This is the MovieMovie Game.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited for this.
This is a game. I got this through their Kickstarter, so I'm not sure where you can buy it right now, but you should definitely get it and enjoy it if you are movie lovers. So what this is I'm going to read off a synopsis. This is a synopsis that is for 2 different movies that together form one movie. And so let me explain it better by giving an example.
As we know, Matt hasn't seen any movies. So if Connor does movies I haven't seen, who cares? I lose.
You've definitely never seen either of those movies.
Well, then that's a perfect one.
Okay. So this is just a reference to go over how the game works so that those listening, and a refresher for Matt because we haven't played this since
DC.
August. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to read the synopsis. There is a hint for each movie that this is a part of. Matt has to give me the movie title, which is a mashup of both movies. So, a wrestling-loving boy with Down syndrome flees his care facility on a backcountry aquatic road trip to avoid catching a nasty bug that was birthed deep inside of Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy insides. I will read that for you again. A wrestling-loving boy with Down syndrome flees his care facility on a backcountry aquatic road trip to avoid catching the nasty bug that was birthed deep inside Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy insides.
Yeah, can't say I've seen either of those. I have no idea. So,
would you like a hint?
This isn't my first one. This is just
no. This is just practice.
Yeah, for the listeners.
So just so you understand what the hints are. So there's the hint for the first movie, which is alt title: "The Creamy Brown Spread Bird of Prey."
The creamy brown spread bird of prey. So peanut butter. That's peanut butter. Peanut butter bird of prey. What's the bird of prey? Peanut butter hawk.
No, it's very similar to a hawk.
Peanut butter falcon.
Yes.
Oh, that's a movie?
Yeah, it's Shia LaBeouf.
What? Okay, all right. What's
He's not the one with Down syndrome, though. Sorry, let me clarify that. It's not Shia LaBeouf playing Down syndrome. There's another actor who has Down syndrome. I apologize for not knowing his name. I've not watched that movie.
Never even heard of Peanut Butter Falcon in my life.
And the second hint is feels like a documentary after these COVID times.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. Pandemic.
Close. It's another sort of pandemic movie.
I've never seen it. Yeah.
It's called Contagion. And so the title name that Matt will have to give, if it was going to give those
Matt
two,
Damon?
I have no clue. I know Gwyneth Paltrow's in it.
Okay, sorry. Yes.
Is so then your answer would be the Peanut Butter Falcon Contagion.
You have to like combine the names of that's the one with Matt Damon. I just didn't realize Gwyneth Paltrow was the one who started it. That's a good movie, actually.
All right.
Just don't watch it, now. Watch it in a couple years after
Yeah,
COVID is.
let this die down first.
In
you know?
the history books. What's COVID's in the histories? All right,
All right.
let's do this. I'm so ready.
This is for all the marbles. Do you want me to score this like they do in the game?
Sure.
Okay, let's
How do they
get
do
the
it in the
rules out.
game?
What are the scores?
Is it
Each player takes turns drawing a card from the deck, reads the points. Each correct answer earns 5 points. The guesser may ask for a hint, and the reader may use one of our included hints to make up their own. Each hint given knocks off a single point, as many as you want. So it says first to win to 20 wins. I have 10 questions here.
Okay.
If 5 is the max points, say you need 40 points to win.
so each card is worth 5 points?
Yes. But each time you use a hint, that's 1 less point.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So 40, you think that's fair?
If it's 10 cards, 5 times 10 is only 50.
So 35.
Yeah, let's do 35.
Okay.
One card that I don't have to get right there.
Ready?
Yeah.
A teenager with thyroid cancer falls for a cancer-stricken teenage boy with a sweet tree surfing skills who was raised in the deep jungle by gorillas with an affinity for Phil Collins.
Okay, so that one is definitely Tarzan. But it's the Fault in Our Starzan.
That is correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. There's also a movie that was like similar to The Fault in Our Stars, but it was like 6 feet apart or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the one with the Sprouse boy.
Yeah, I've never watched it, so I was hoping it wasn't that one.
I think he falls in love with a girl who has no immune system, and so they can't get close to each other or she'll die.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Already. Number 2. After his mother was murdered in cold blood, a forest youth navigates grief, love, and dealing with the man with the help of an undead bioexorcist who is summoned by a trifecta of name utterances.
What? I don't.
Do you need me to read it again?
Yes, please.
After his mother was murdered in cold blood, a forest youth navigates grief, love, and dealing with the man with the help of an undead bioexorcist who is summoned by a trifecta of name utterances.
A forest youth? Is that what
Yes.
that was? Forest youth. I don't. Okay, give me the hint for the second one.
The second one?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton, Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay. I know the second one. Now I'm gonna need the hint for the first one as well.
Oh dear, this is a tough one.
Oh, it's Beetlejuice.
That's correct.
Oh, right. But I lost 2 points, right? So I only got 3 points for that card.
You only got 3 points for that card.
All right. This is doable-ish, kind of.
Yeah. It's not like I just reorganized these to put the easy ones in the beginning.
It should be a false sense of security, like usual.
Shake and bake, baby. A Frenchman threatens to steal the crown from NASCAR's top driver by using a portal that transports him into the mind of the guy that played the Russian card shark in Rounders.
What? I don't know if I've seen either of these. It's possible I have.
I know you've seen one of them for sure.
One of them. Okay. Read it one more time.
Shake and bake, baby. A Frenchman threatens to steal the crown from NASCAR's top driver by using a portal that transports him into the mind of the guy that played the Russian card shark in Rounders.
No, I don't. Okay, give me a hint for number 2.
The hint on the card isn't going to help you, but I'm going to read that out anyways.
Okay.
The card shark is Cyrus the Virus.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help at all.
The hint that I'm going to give you, and this is going to be the one that costs you your point, is an actor within the movie. His name is in the title.
An actor within the movie, his name's in the title. Okay. Let's go with the hint for number 1, because I'm just gonna keep losing points. It's fine.
Will and John C. Reilly together again.
Okay, that's Talladega Nights, I think. Because that's a whole NASCAR type movie, and then the guy from we just said his name a couple episodes ago. It doesn't matter. Okay, Talladega Nights, and then the other movie is something about getting teleported or portaled into the body of yeah, no, I don't know about the second movie. So I don't think I can give you an answer.
So you're going to forfeit all 5 points?
I kind of have to. Talladega Nights something or other. Yeah, I'm going to forfeit.
Okay, you ready for this?
No.
Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bob being John Malkovich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one.
So in the movie Being John Malkovich, they find a portal in this person's house, I believe. That when you enter into it, you go into the mind of John Malkovich for like a while, for a little while, and then once your time is up, you get transported onto the side of the highway in New Jersey.
What? Who came up with that concept?
I have no clue.
I love it. Okay.
It's from 1999, though.
Holy moly. Yeah, that makes sense. They had a lot of weird ideas back then.
All right. Number 4. He's fighting to avenge his fallen friend. He's fighting as a metaphorical representation of the Cold War America. He's fighting to lose his delicate flower at the age when one is considered over the hill.
The first one sounds. Oh, hold on. Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
He's fighting to avenge his fallen friend. He's fighting as a metaphorical representation of Cold War America. And he's fighting to lose his delicate flower at the age when one is considered over the hill.
Okay, the second one is 100% the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Okay.
With Steve Carell, 100%. It's got to be that one. But the first one. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's Captain America: The Winter Soldier, so I'm gonna go with Captain America: The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That sounds right. No, you know what? I'm gonna get a hint for the first one.
Post Mr. T, but pre-T Gun.
Oh, so it's not. Okay. Shoot. It felt right. It felt right because it like kind of made sense, but it still there's no
Can I remind you of one thing of why that wasn't right?
because of the Cold War, right?
No. Well, yes, but it also has to be the last syllable of the first movie. So it'd be Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Or 40 or I see what you're saying. Then I'm really frustrated that I don't know what the first one is.
I can give you another hint.
Will it cost me another point then?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Boxing.
Boxing. Oh, okay, all right. Except, is there like a subtitle to this movie? Because I don't know. Because, okay, so it sounds like Rocky.
Okay.
But there's a lot of those. It could be Rocky 40-year-old virgin.
Matt, that is correct.
All right. Okay, because I've never actually seen any of the Rocky movies at all. So I was like thinking the first one. I was like, that doesn't really make sense because it's just Rocky. And then it's Rocky 2 and then Rocky 3.
As a little look behind the curtain here, AJ and I went through these together and decided which ones we thought would be good to give to you.
Okay.
And both of us agreed that you'd probably never seen any of the Rocky movies. So I'd just like to hear from you right now, within the world of Rocky, like that whole franchise, how many movies do you think there are?
Seven.
Technically, there are 9.
There are 9. Oh,
there are 6 Rocky movies,
Mhm.
and then Creed.
Oh,
1,
the
2.
Creed. Yeah, they just made a new one too, didn't they? Just recently.
Yep, Creed 3.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. So, okay. All right. Nice.
Alrighty. You ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
A space heroine crash lands on a prison colony planet, only to once again battle her xenomorph nemesis. But this time, she's got something in her belly that will inevitably be raised by 3 adult males.
I don't know. Oh my goodness. A space heroine crash lands. Xenomorphic something, and then raised by 3 men. Males? You said males? Adult males? None of that even remotely sounds familiar. If Xenomorph, I'm pretty sure is like alien stuff. I've never seen any of those movies, but I'm gonna guess it's alien related. So give me a hint for the second one. Yeah, give me a hint for the second one.
I'm going to give you a choice. Would you like the hint on here, or would you like my hint?
If the hint on there is not going to help me, then your hint.
Well, it depends if this hint is going to help you or not, on whether or not you know what this hint is.
I'll go with your hint.
Tom Selleck was in this movie.
I've never seen a single movie with Tom Selleck in my life.
Thank goodness.
I've seen shows with Tom Selleck, like Friends and that other movie with the
Blue Bloods.
The show Blue Bloods. Thank you. Let's see. Don't know it. So I might have to forfeit this card, unfortunately, because I don't even know that one. What is the hint for the first movie?
There are multiple movies within the Alien franchise.
There are. Okay. That's a TV show, though, so it's not that. I was literally gonna say like 2.5 Men, but that's literally a TV show with other people.
It's pretty close, though.
I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. But if I'm being honest, I can't remember what the movie is. I know of it, so I'm not completely stupid out there. Okay, you know what? Forfeit this card. I don't know it.
I'm ready, Matt. The answer was Alien 3 Men and a Baby.
3 men and a baby. See, that is pretty self-explanatory. There's 3 men who take care of a baby. I should have guessed that.
Yeah, and it was the third Alien movie where she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Fun fact, there was a sequel to 3 Men and a Baby called 3 Men and a Little Lady.
Interesting. Never seen it, obviously. Or the Alien movies, coincidentally.
Oh, fun fact. I forgot. I have 11 here, so not 10, but we're still going to keep it at
Might have
35.
been like a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I got a tiebreaker, but
Okay. Let's do this.
with how you're going, I think we should still keep the number at 35.
Probably.
Okay, stick with me here. Lovely, locked up lady leaves tower to stop Bond baddie before baddie boldly borrows bars behind Fort Knox.
Okay. The one sounds like, unless it's a movie that's okay, it sounds like Tangled. The first one sounds like Rapunzel. Okay. So the only Rapunzel movie that I know of currently, popular one at least, is Tangled. Into the Woods has some Rapunzel, but I'm gonna go with Tangled. The second one, can you just read me like the second half, the all bees one?
To stop Bond baddie before baddie boldly borrows bars behind Fort Knox.
So, good heavens. Borrows bars, gold bars, theoretically. Fort Knox. Bond baddie. Goodness, can I have a hint for the second one?
The Midas touch.
So is that Goldfinger? Is it like Tang Goldfinger?
That is correct, Matt.
I was like, it definitely sounds like Goldfinger, but like, I don't know. I was second guessing myself. Yeah, Tang Goldfinger. That's so wild.
I love this game so much.
It's such a good game, and it's like it's even fun. I know I haven't seen a lot of movies, but I know of movies, movie names, synopses, stuff like that. So like it's still fun, even though I suck at it and haven't seen many movies.
My favorite part about this game is that when I play with other people, if I'm not the one reading the questions, everybody else gets a chance to guess the movie first.
Yeah,
before I guess it, because I usually get it.
Because Connor has watched a lot of movies, or at least knows of a lot. He's a big movie buff. This would be fun, I think, as a team game. Just like conversing with your team, what you think the movies are, because some people have some knowledge, some people have other knowledge, and then the fun part is coming up with the mashed up name. I think that's the funnest part.
Too bad you're on your own, boyo.
Too bad.
Next one. A white man cruises over to Japan to modernize their noble warriors by teaching them how to club the crap out of an Olympic figure skater's knees.
What? Okay, definitely. There's no way I've seen the second one. You did put cruises in quotes, so it sounds a lot like Tom Cruise, possibly. Goes to Japan. If it's one of the Mission Impossibles, never seen it. Actually, I've seen like one Tom Cruise movie. So that kind of sucks. If it's not Tom Cruise, then it could be Terry Crews, theoretically. Read it one more time.
A white man cruises over to Japan to modernize their noble warriors by teaching them how to club the crap out of Olympic figure skaters' knees.
I'm going to go with... Shoot. Okay, can I have the hint on the second one?
First American woman to land a triple axel in competition.
Who would know that?
I can tell you one person who knew that we're friends with and also really thought this was a interesting movie because she and I talked about it a lot.
Okay. Okay. I might need the hint on the first one as well, because your boy doesn't like points. He just likes getting the card right.
Rhyme title. So this phrase is going to rhyme with the title. The Fast Grammar Guy.
The Last Samurai. Yes, that's what I thought it was. However, I don't know the second movie at all. The Last Samurai Princess. It's not Ice Princess. That's a Disney movie. But that's my best guess. So there you go.
Sorry, what was it?
I said The Last Samurai Princess.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Yeah, no, I figured. It's a completely different synopsis of a movie, but it's the only figure skater movie I know.
Movie is called The Last Samurai Tanya.
Yep, wouldn't have gotten that one. Thank
movie
you.
About Tanya Harding, who allegedly hired someone to hit Nancy Kerrigan in the knee with a crowbar so that she could win the Olympic figure skating title or something like that. I don't know. It was a huge scandal.
Yeah, what a great movie that sounds like.
It actually was. It's Margot Robbie.
Oh, I like Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
This one gave AJ a little bit of trouble, so let's see how you do.
Great.
Ride a luck dragon to the land of Fantasia and defend it from the nothing by building a prize-fighting robot boxer that ultimately brings you closer to your estranged son.
Okay, I know both of these movies. I just need to figure out how to put it together. The Never-Ending Store Real Steel?
That is correct.
Never-Ending Story and Real Steel with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I love that movie.
It's a great movie. I don't think it gets enough credit for how good it is.
No, it really doesn't. It's got Evangeline Lilly too, Hope Van Dyne in it as well. She's like the love interest. It's good. Okay, yeah. Next one.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Sorry, that wasn't like a I'm gonna move on sort of. I was like, yeah, she is in that actually. Alrighty. It's everything you want and need under P.T. Barnum's circus tent, including 2 size-shifting superheroes navigating the quantum realm.
Okay. Navigating the quantum realm. Okay, you know what? It's The Greatest Show, Man and the Wasp.
That is correct.
I was like, they don't really go into the quantum realm too much in that movie. Like they do,
right?
But not much because it's still untested, all that jazz. And I was like, this game came out way before Quantumania, so okay, but we got it. We good.
I think the biggest thing there is like the quantum realm is so distinctly tied to Ant-Man's movies.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alrighty. Were you ready for your next one?
I'm ready. Feel confident.
You shouldn't. Two booze hound slackers slam together hoops and the dirty diamond to create a hybrid sport where skilled athletes compete in an underground ping pong death match.
What? These movies don't exist. I call BS. These movies do not exist. Read it to me.
They do
one more
exist,
time.
and they're both great movies.
Read it to me one more time.
2 booze hound slackers slam together hoops and the dirty diamond to create a hybrid sport where skilled athletes compete in an underground ping pong death match.
There's no way these movies exist. Okay, I'm gonna need a hint for both, so you better be prepared for some really, really good hints. Por favor.
All right, for the first one. It's like the movie game, but with sports and South Park guys.
Does it help at all? Okay. What's the other hint?
Rhyming title. Halls of Curry.
Balls of Fury. Okay. Never seen it. I have heard of it. Okay.
So good.
So I assume the first movie has to do with. I've never seen the first one. Read just the first section again that pertains to the first movie.
Two booze hound slackers slam together hoops and the dirty diamond to create a hybrid sport.
Hoops? Like basketball? And the dirty diamond is baseball. To create a hybrid sport.
So if you were going to put those two sports together, what would you call it?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the full movie title?
Basketballs of Fury?
Yeah, that's right.
There is no way that there's not a movie called Basketball.
Yep.
Who's in it? I've never heard of this movie ever.
It's the guys who made South Park.
I'm sorry. That is the dumbest name for a movie I've ever heard in my life.
It's actually a pretty decent movie.
I'm sure it's a decent movie, but that's a really dumb. It's a really dumb name, and I hope you live in shame, creators of South Park, for the rest of your dumb lives.
They won't.
I know they're making too much money.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Diane Bacher, which I don't know if you know who he is, but
as if I would ever know any of those names.
Yasmin Bleeth, who was on Baywatch apparently. Jenny McCarthy was in it. Ernest Borgonio, Robert Vaughn, Trevor Einhorn, Francis X. McCarthy, Bob Costa, and Al Michaels stars themselves. There are also cameos by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dale Earnhardt, Reggie Jackson, Jim Lamprey, Kenny Mayne, Tim McCreever, Pat O'Brien, Dan Patrick, Big Real Fish, Victoria Civil I don't know, some Russian last name.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Stack, Greg Grunberg, Kevin Michael Richardson, and Peter. And I cannot pronounce his last name either.
I want to say I want to say you lost me during the first part where I recognized nobody names, but you double lost me whenever you started talking sports, actual sports people.
Some of them weren't even sports people.
Some of them were. Okay, well, I still don't know a single one of them.
Kevin Michael Richardson played the big whale alien on Lilo and Stitch. He also voices the Joker in the Batman, and like there's a bunch of different voices.
Nice. Next question. That was me actually being really bored with what you were talking about and wanting to move on to the next one.
Yeah, I knew that. Do you know how? Because it hurt my feelings.
I love you, bud.
This is your last one.
Okay. Boy, oh boy.
Looking at our point total here, pretty sure you need this to win.
With no hints.
Let's see. 9 plus 5 is 14. Plus 4 is 18. You're at 28 points. So you're not going to win, actually.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to win.
How did I get so much wrong? I feel like I only got like 2 that I didn't get, and then I lost points, obviously, by taking hints.
Yeah. You missed. You didn't answer 3, actually.
3? Okay, that's fair.
The dude from Quantum Leap teams up with the smoke show place kicker Kathy Ireland to play an NCAA football team consisting of the dude from Quantum Leap and smoke show place kicker Kathy Ireland.
I think we've had this card before. Because Okay. It's Scott Bakula, right? Because dude from Quantum Leap, I assume, is Scott Bakula.
Okay.
However, if I remember correctly, it's the same movie twice. I think. I don't remember, actually. So, can you read it one more time? I promise this is the only time.
The dude from Quantum Leap teams up with Smoke Show place kicker Kathy Ireland to play an NCAA football team consisting of the dude from Quantum Leap and Smoke Show place kicker Kathy Ireland.
Oh, no. It's okay. Shoot. Why haven't I seen anything Scott Bakula's in? I'm a monster.
Very.
Okay, since I'm not going to win, I might as well take both of the hints.
Okay, so your first hint is Sinbad is also in this movie. Okay.
I'll pretend I know who that is.
Second hint. Sinbad is also in this movie.
It's the same movie. It's the same movie twice, but the problem is I don't know the movie.
Learn the movie then.
So football movie. It's not that one. Stink.
Nope.
Stinkaroo. I'm gonna kick myself in the butt for not knowing this movie. But I've lost anyway. I'm gonna forfeit this one.
Your movie title is Necessary Roughness.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That's it right there. Okay.
And that, my friends, was the movie game.
Number one loss again, boys.
This is an incredibly fun game. I recommend you look for it online. Again, this is a game by the ValleyFolk. Let's see. Do I have more information I can tell you? Nope, I don't have any more, but you know, it's a lot of fun. I say you look for it, try to find it, try and play it, because it does not disappoint.
Correct.
But you know what does disappoint, Matt?
My topic for the week.
Nope, your record with the Clever Boy quiz.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because coming off of a loss from last week's episode, you were back at it again with another loss in your column.
Oh no! The last week episode was the 10th loss for the no.
Yes.
Sure.
So that means next week we will be punishing you again.
Booyah! I love punishments so much.
Uh-huh. But that is the end of the Clever Boy quiz for this week. Matt, what is your topic for this week?
My topic for this week is Waffle House. Have you ever been to Waffle House, Connor?
I have been to Waffle House. I'm white and live in a poor area. Of course I've been to Waffle House.
What did you order when you were at Waffle House?
Probably a waffle.
Probably.
All right, look. So this is gonna out me for what kind of a pig person I am. I got the steak and egg. I got the steak and egg breakfast the last time I was at the Waffle House. Was it a good breakfast? No. Was it a good steak? No. Was it a lot of food? Yes. Was it cheap? Very much so.
So listen, I've never been to the Waffle House. Are we surprised after that entire movie segment that I didn't know any of the movies? No, we shouldn't be. But I've heard wonderful things about the Waffle House. And someone recently described it to me. Go ahead.
The Waffle House is like Walmart as a restaurant.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like someone just recently described it to me. They said Waffle House is like a Virginia hibachi.
Sorta, yeah.
like they make it in front of you, kinda, and they it's food, it's bad food, not great food, Virginia food.
The thing about Waffle House is it's sort of like a cat. Like if that cat wants to sit in that box, it's gonna figure out the way that it's gonna be in that box. If the Waffle House wants to go into a place, they'll figure out how to make it work.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's why you just have like the kitchen sort of 3 feet from where you sit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, it's like hibachi. You get to watch your food get made, but you also get to watch people actively get divorced. Crackheads doing drugs. There's usually at least 3 people fighting, whether that be an argument or actual fist fighting.
Right.
And I don't know if this happens very much anymore, but I'm pretty sure you used to see the waitresses just smoking.
There.
And so the problem is, it's hard to mess up a waffle, dude. Like as low budget as that place is,
it's just one of those little waffle makers that you
it's
turn.
still a waffle.
We had really good ones at our school.
Yeah.
Except people would like load them up. Like
You're not supposed to put like more than like 2 ounces of pancake batter on them, and they're filling it up, and it's burning waffles.
Yeah, it's like oozing outside. They're putting like they get so many different toppings. Like they get fruit and like chocolate chips and stuff, and they're like putting them in as well. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
And being someone that used to have to clean the waffle makers, not a lot of fun.
Not a lot of fun at all. You know what I do love as far as like breakfast food goes?
Are we about to have the discussion of whether waffles, pancakes, or French toast are better?
We should, after I talk about how crepes top all of them.
Oh my goodness.
Every single one of them.
So you're going to come onto this show, say, I've never been to a Waffle House because I prefer crepes.
Have you ever had a crepe, man? Have you ever had a crepe?
No, because the French don't deserve my patience.
That's what I'm... Think of this, okay? Think of a pancake, which arguably is the better of the 3. Think of a pancake that's just really, really flat. And what do you put inside that pancake, Connor? What do you put? Anything you want. You slather on some Nutella. You slather on some Nutella. You put some fruits in there. You fold it up. You eat it flat. You put another one and make a little crepe quesadilla. A crepeadilla. Case of crepia.
Crepesadilla.
The crepesadilla. It's amazing. It's amazing. How you do a little thing with your fork where you like rock it back and forth to like cut it, and then it's like oozing the Nutella or anything you put on it. You can put syrup on it. You can put powdered sugar on it. It's heaven, my man. It's heaven.
Are you finished?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got 2 points. 1, you know I can't eat Nutella, and I'm mad about it. 2, if pancakes are already the better option, why are you slicing off some meat slices of that pancake and saying, "Oh, I don't need the full thing. Let me just have a sliver"?
Because
you're pretending you're fancy, Matt. You're not, okay? You're not fancy.
Fold it up. You can fold it up, and you can do a lot of like rearranging.
Eat with your hands. This is breakfast. I don't have the hand-eye coordination to do that yet. Give me my fork. Let me sit there with my face in my food and practically shovel it into my mouth. I'm not here to eat some dainty little crepe, okay? All right, you want me to eat something that's basically spelled like the word crap? Because that's what it is, Matt.
I also really like French toast.
Oh, French toast is good.
French toast is really good. It's got, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, obviously that eggy taste, but it's like a good eggy taste. You know, it's not like you're just eating egg.
So I believe the mixture can be considered a custard. And so you're dipping your pancake or your bread slices in a custard. And if you want a good French toast, use some bread that's slightly stale. Because then you got some give to the bread. And that way, like it also like soaks it up a little bit more, and you get rid of that egginess and doesn't make it too soggy. Ooh. But yeah, if we're gonna say anything, French toast is the best.
I really love breakfast food. I really like if I had the choice to only eat breakfast food for the rest of my life, I would only eat breakfast food for the rest of my life. Like other food is good, but breakfast food far surpasses.
I think with the many different things that our generation is killing, such as like the housing industry, the napkin industry, the straw industry, children, like there's so much that we are like saying aren't necessary anymore. And I don't think there's a necessary need to label what time of day you should eat food. It's so like, yeah, I get what you mean by saying like those are breakfast foods, but don't gender my food.
No gender. What I'm saying is there are foods that are typically eaten in these specific periods of the day as the first meal, as in early morning breakfast, or sometimes late day because of night shift workers. Early morning breakfast and like midday lunches and dinners kind of fall into the same category. Brunches are like don't even get me started on brunches. Breakfast foods are only classified as breakfast foods, not because you have to eat them at the beginning of the day, but because they're typically eaten at the beginning of the day. You can eat them at any time.
There was a restaurant up near where my family used to go camping when we were younger called Perkins.
Oh, yeah. You mean the one where I live in town, Grove City?
I mean, if you want to dox yourself like that, sure.
I've talked about it 100 times on this show. I literally told the listeners exactly where I was moving.
You've also mentioned several times how your house is right down the street from Dollar General. So like you've even given them the street you live on.
Listen.
What's the make and model of your car again?
What's your social security number? Just just trying to think.
What was your mom's maiden name?
What was your first pet's name? Did you have a pet when you were younger? What was his name?
Which street did you grow up on?
Did you have teachers did you go to school? Maybe the first teacher that you ever had, first teacher? Just curious.
What did you call your caregiver growing up? Anyways, we used to go to Perkins sometimes for breakfast, and I would get an omelet, like a pretty simple breakfast, or not simple, but like standard. I forget what my mom got, but they had one of those menus where like breakfast was just the first half of it, so you could order whatever you wanted. So my brother always got the Thanksgiving dinner for breakfast. So I'm eating my ham.
One person, the whole Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, it was like a platter. It didn't get like a full turkey. But I'm over here eating the ham and cheese omelet with toast, and he's digging into some cranberry sauce and turkey.
See, that's a crime. That's a crime. You like breakfast food you can eat at any point in the day. You can have breakfast for dinner. You can have breakfast for lunch. You can have breakfast as a midnight snack. But you cannot eat dinner before you eat your breakfast. You can't eat dinner in the morning. That's absurd.
I feel like you can eat any food at any time. Because whatever, it's just this meal is breakfast. This food is breakfast. I mean, yes, there's traditional breakfast food, but I'm eating breakfast, and that may be the cold pizza that I have in the fridge or the leftover spaghetti.
See, but you put pizza in the fridge, you wait till the next morning, it's then breakfast pizza.
Cold no, because breakfast pizza implies that I have bacon and sausage on there.
No. Cold pizza is breakfast pizza. If you heat up the pizza, it is no longer breakfast pizza. It is then lunch or dinner pizza.
Does it turn into brunch pizza then, if it's only slightly warmed?
If it's like room temperature?
Yeah, like if I leave it out on the counter.
Yeah, that's like a brunch pizza. That's brunch pizza.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad we could have cleared that up.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
I guess my topic kind of goes along the same route as food.
Yes, synergy.
But mine is a different aspect to food. I wanted to talk about favorite smells.
Favorite smells. Oh, I could get you on this all day. I love this. Okay.
Because my friends and I were talking, and apparently I'm a little out there in what I think is like the best smell.
Okay.
I really like the smell of gasoline. And I'm tired of
yeah.
pretending like it's not the best thing on this planet.
Listen,
Okay. I used to pump my mom's gas for her just so that I could smell the gas. I hate pumping gas because it means I'm spending an exorbitant amount of money, but I love it because that smell. I used to intentionally drop some gasoline on my shoes so that throughout the day I could every once in a while get a whiff of gas.
that's amazing. When I was a kid, we actually got into the gasoline at one point. My grandparents had it like in a jug, just in their yard for whatever reason. And my cousins and I went and just like opened it up and did a little sniff, did a little snifferoo.
Took a swig.
Just took a swig, you know. Called poison control, stuff like that.
Typical Tuesday.
And like I came in and my parents caught me because I smelled like gasoline, of course. And they yelled at me. So like I hear you on the gasoline smell. Now diesel, that's a different smell entirely.
Diesel is not
That
what I mean.
smells
Yeah,
not good.
That's
But
horrible.
gasoline smells great.
Like
Although-
that 87 unleaded, that's pure premium. That's the best.
Top tier. However, when I got COVID and it changed all my smell receptors, gasoline smelled like the worst thing that I've ever smelled in my entire life, and it still hasn't gone back to like pure amazing gasoline, and I'm so upset. I'm so upset about it.
I'm so glad I didn't have that happen when I got COVID,
Oh, you lucky duck.
because I remember we were on that trip we took, for no reason. Like there wasn't any reason we took that trip. We were just
Totally not. Yeah.
up there. And you could not eat because everything just tasted horrible. And we were getting great food. Like
we got food. The pretzels were burnt.
The pretzels were burnt. That's not our fault. We also went to
Buffalo
Panda
Wild
Express.
Wings at one point.
Well, Panda Express was the worst because you could not eat it at all.
Yeah, I was struggling, and like tortilla chips tasted so bad to me, and like we got a whole plate of nachos at one point together at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I just had to suffer. I was like, I need to eat. I want these chips so badly. Connor could eat this entire platter, but I want to eat some of it.
Connor did eat that entire platter because Matt couldn't eat the chips.
I tried. French fries and stuff like that. Mostly
A lot of fried food.
Fried foods were really what got me. It might have been something to do with like the oil, but
Probably.
COVID sucked, man. I don't want to go through that again. I know how people feel about COVID. I sort of kind of get it, but it sucked for me. It sucked so bad for months afterwards. Months. Like a solid year afterward. It still sucked. Ugh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I couldn't eat that delicious looking nacho or the pretzels that were burnt. I don't even care if they were burnt. I would have still eaten them with the cheese, the beer cheese. I'm still mad about that, as you can tell. My favorite scent, it's all over the place. So I like really sweet scents, not like flowery sweet, but like food sweet. So like I had a candle that was Belgian waffle. Oh gosh. I have a candle.
I'm never really a fan of when food candles like that, because then like maybe because when I was younger, did you ever have Smensels?
No.
They were like scented pencils that you could get.
Okay.
And we got one that was chocolate milk scented. I think I've talked about this before.
Okay.
Because when we were talking about board games, I said it was in our box of Clue Junior, and it made the entire game smell horrible. It's the worst thing ever. And so like when you're getting like sort of out there food flavors that aren't like the typical like fruits and stuff, it's always like a hit or miss of what, like if it's gonna smell good or not.
Right. Well, that's why like when I'm in the store, I'll smell them, and like sometimes vanilla cookie is like the best thing I've ever smelled. Sometimes it smells like garbage. It smells so bad. I have a hot cocoa one. It makes my whole room smell like I just made a batch of hot cocoa, and I love it. Love it so much. There's like a warm apple pie one that I have. Like I mix and match. I have so many different candles. I love food scents so
We have too many
much.
cats for candles.
Yeah, that's fair.
But once I don't have cats anymore, candles are great, dude. Like
Wax warmers are nice too. I like those almost more than candles because like the hot cocoa one, the wicks burnt too low into the into the wax. And so now they light for like 20 seconds and then they extinguish because the wax melts or like extinguishes them. Wax
Just
melts don't have that problem.
if you just like chop out the wax and put it on the wax melt, you can get the rest of that in there.
That's true. I need a wax. I don't have a wax melt. that is the problem we're running into here.
So is your just to get us back on the track here. Is your answer then that your favorite smell is your Belgian waffle candle?
Food candles.
Food
I don't
candles
really
in general. Okay.
I struggle because I don't have like a favorite. Like the hot cocoa one is good, and when I'm playing games, it feels so cozy and it feels great. But then like the Belgian waffle one, I'm actually out of the Belgian waffle one. I used to have it a long time ago. I don't anymore. I had a candle from Walmart that had 3 different tiers in it. Like it had 3 different scents. So like it burned down this one and then it would burn down this one. It was so good because it had 3 different food flavors. It was so amazing. I love it.
You're telling me you got a parfait candle?
I got a parfait candle. Yes. It was amazing. I wanted to eat it.
That's tight, dude. Like, can
That's
you believe that it was a parfait?
Parfait.
A parfait partay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you'd like more from us, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can support us on patreon.com. Become a patron for as little as $3 a month, or give us a little bit more and get access to exclusive content on there, such as clips, exclusive Patreon shows, and maybe even early access to things sometimes when I remember to actually put them up there early.
Yeah, that.
And you can also watch video versions of the podcast online at youtube.com/the Garlic Boys. And we also have our D&D podcast. We're chugging along. It's a lot of fun to watch. You guys are really enjoying it. You can watch that, you can listen to that wherever you get your podcasts. It's TGB One Shots. Again, TGB One Shots. Please listen to that. Share it with your friends. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, Matt, any final thoughts?
Quick shout out to Linda Belcher. Thank you for being a great mom.
Oh yes, the supplementary mom report of the week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me add that to my.
Quick shout out to Padme Amidala, who sired 2 of the greatest children in the galaxy. One that almost destroyed the galaxy, the other that kind of helped, I guess.
Which one almost destroyed the galaxy?
Both of them.
Because one of them helped save the galaxy.
I don't know what you're talking
and
about.
The other one had a son that maybe almost destroyed the galaxy.
Maybe it's indirect, but he turned Kylo Ren to the dark side. So
okay, whatever. No, he did not turn Kylo Ren to the dark side. Kylo Ren wanted to become part of the Knight of Ren, and to do so, to be that knight and take over the lightsaber that he wanted, he had to kill Luke Skywalker. And so that's what has happened, and he was being influenced by the Knights of Ren, so that's when Luke tried to stop him, but then Kylo realized that his uncle was willing to kill him, and so he could no longer trust him. Don't look at me with that stupid expression that I know only I can see right now. You know what? Stay garlicky. I'm so done with you.
Stay garlicky, I guess.
No, thank you all for listening, and as always, remember to
don't kill your nephew.
Garlicky.